Another actor who was previously associated with a failed Fantastic Four movie wants to join the MCU. So Marvel, how about we let him? So the former Mr. Fantastic, I'm not even going to try to botch his last name because we know that's going to happen. If you watch this channel, you know that's happening, so we're not even attempting. The former Mr. Fantastic from the mid-2000s version of the Fantastic Four recently was in an interview and he got asked what's some of his dream roles, what would he like to do? And he specifically brings up the failed Fantastic Four movies and brings up Chris Evans, who of course he co-starred with, who was at that time Johnny Storm, and says, hey, look at what they've done. I would love to join the MCU. And rightfully so, I don't think he was a bad actor. I certainly don't think he was bad at Mr. Fantastic. I actually think the cast of those movies was pretty great, as they were in the Fanforstic movie that came out a couple years ago, but it's everything else around them that failed them. And that's sometimes unfortunate, right? And that does happen a lot, and that's just the nature of the beast, right? It's like, can you really blame Henry Cavill for not being everybody's favorite Superman? Well, no, because there was a lot of problems with the script, right? He was doing what he was given. So I honestly kind of agree with him. I would actually like to see all of those old actors maybe come back in new roles. Chris Evans certainly turned his career around when he became Captain America. And remember, he's my favorite actor in the MCU. And I've talked about this pretty much every time I get a chance to talk about casting for roles. I was outraged when he was cast as Captain America because I've talked about this before as well. I'm an immigrant to America and I never pictured someone like that as Captain America. And I'm so glad he proved me wrong because he's perfect as that, character. So this could be something where if you were honestly to cast him, you bring back the old Mr. Fantastic, you bring him back and you do something with him. Maybe make him a villain. I think he would be great. I know he has history with ABC and Disney because he was in their show a couple of years ago. It was like, people pitched it as, Disney's Doctor Who or something. I think it was called Forever. Maybe I'm mixing it up with something else, but he was a guy that lived a long time or something. I only saw a trailer and it looked interesting, but I knew it was going to get canceled, so I didn't want to get into the show. But honestly, he looked great in just what I saw from the trailer, and I think he could do really well. And honestly, let me just say, if he was to be cast, the way he looks now and his acting ability, I think he could make for a good Dr. Doom. Wouldn't that be something, right? He goes from being Mr. Fantastic fighting Dr. Doom to being Dr. Doom. I think that could work. Yeah, I would like to see that. You guys let me know. Would you like to see him in the MCU? Who do you think he could play? Let me know.